Alright, hello everyone. Doing something a little different today. We're playing Grixis Delver. Meta is pretty rough for Grixis control right now. Our Scaminator is pretty... It's a matchup that I like. I don't dislike the deck or anything, but my mental in that matchup is very poor, and I get very bored playing against it. So I'm gonna play a tempo deck myself and kind of try and get a feel for it and see if that helps me any in my my Scaminator matchup, because I'm pretty sure it's here to stay. The only card I could ever see them banning is maybe Grief, but even then it's like a 4-drop. It's pretty innocuous, even if the effect on the meta at large is vast. This list, I don't know where it came from, so if this looks like your list, please tell me and I'll give you full credit in the comments. It was just hanging out in my my bank of deck lists, and when I wanted to play Grixis Delver, I just kind of thumbed over and was like, oh, there's a Grixis Delver list already here, so I might as well try that one. Loaded it up. The one change I made was I put a basic island instead of the 4th volcanic, which now I feel like is really bad, because I think like every Delver deck, just you have to have 4 volcanic islands, but I gotta have my basic island, you know? I think this is a keep. 4 spells, 3 lands. 1-drop threat being most important when you're on the play, I think. I've never played Delver before, so... And also, just complete disrespect of Pithing Needle if they're trying to figure out what we're... try to figure out how to mana screw us. Okay, this is what we're doing. Brainstorm. Do I start with a Ponder? And I think I want a Wasteland too, right? Well, I think getting Delirium is probably most important. Bin that. What if I hit Bobble? I don't. I could play a Delver. That seems pretty good. Then maybe aggressively try to flip it. Try and conceal that black mana too. Okay, they didn't daze, which would have been fine because it's most important for this brainstorm to resolve. Okay, you'll have to tell me if that attack was bad. But I think it's pretty good. They go into their turn without being able to surveil like I did. I have Delirium now. Sure. They don't have another 1-drop threat either, so that's pretty frickin' crazy, right? I think it's more important this resolves. They might have daze. Do not reveal Wasteland. Okay. I'll redraw Lightning Bolt. I think I just need one of these forces, though. Yeah, I'll reveal Lightning Bolt next turn. Just the possibility of drawing a blue card I think is better than having yet another land. We'll see, though. Let's see how crazy this Wasteland gaming goes. Okay, maybe I do want that land. Yep, this is the kind of game we're playing. Yeah, I'll take that land. God, this feels good. It's turn 5 and I have a 3 power attacker. That's just insane to me. Yeah. Be afraid. Okay, they got a bobble. Maybe that wasn't good. Maybe I was supposed to play out a fetch land so I could possibly lightning bolt. My only bad draws are like blue cards. Yeah, that's a bummer. Maybe they just won't be playing the game though. Okay, I have another bolt. And I can probably keep them off Murktide Regent, unless they go fetch land, fetch land. Delver. Alright, if this was my build, they would be out of Volcanic Islands. But there's no way this is my build. Okay, another blue card for force is nice. And they are at 12. I'm at 18. It's kind of a big difference. No flip. That might mean they drew a land. Sure does. Okay, well, need some help here. Bingo. Definitely forcing back. Alright. So I'll have one more land in play. They'll have one more card in hand. Oh god, is this going to be Murktide Regent? These top deck wars drive me insane. They probably didn't top deck Murktide. That was probably in their hand the whole time. They probably top decked that frickin' land. And it does seem like they are out of Volcanic Islands, so if I can just deal with this Murktide Regent. Maybe they'll brainstorm, I don't know. I've not showed them any black mana yet. There's no reason for them to brainstorm while they have this beater though, so I'm afraid we're out of luck. Haha! Yes! They will recast it next turn. But, let's see, it will be a 3/3. That's cool. And if they're drawing red cards, like, we're in pretty good shape. Yeah, they're not even going to cast it. There's like no way that they get all those C's, right? They're just out of Volcanic Islands, right? I'm pretty sure that's what's going on here. Delver. I'm going to cast Brazen Borrower first, because it might bait out. Okay, I can no longer conceal these Bowmasters. It might bait out Bowmasters or something. Okay, they're forcing pitching Murktide. I wonder if they know about this Lightning Bolt. Brainstorm is a good draw. Let's do that. Nice. Okay. Daze plays pretty well here. I can't fetch because then I'm dead to a Bowmaster ping. So we're stuck with these cards. And I'm not casting DRC this turn, so I guess go like that. It would be ideal if they cast a Bowmasters right now. But I think they probably would have tried to snipe my Brainstorm. Okay, so Bowmaster plus Lightning Bolt can take this out. Gonna have to play into that that shit now. Gonna have to play into that Bowmaster ping and hope I don't die. Okay, they don't have Lightning Bolt. I mean, yeah, clearly not. Is that better? Maybe I just shoot for lethal, right? And if that fails, though, I just lose. If I don't draw that Bowmasters, then I won't have lethal. I don't think they have it. I'm calling their bluff. I think they have red cards in hand, and I'm standing by that. And I can beat Hardcast Force Negation. Okay, I feel really bad for complaining now. Top decking that Brazen Borrower was, well, it was crazy. Blue Blast, Red Blast. Daze intrinsically gets worse when you're on the draw, but I'm a Delver noob, so I don't know if I need to side those out. Let's stick with 2, how about? And then, I don't know if Basic Island is for this matchup. I think it might be because it's Wasteland, but also, like, it's not like that kind of Wasteland deck, you know? It's the Mirror. And I'm on the draw, so I'm inclined to cut that. Ironically, this is where, like, Basic Mountain would be a lot more useful. Price of Progress, that seems, like, kind of insane. That's for, like, control matchups, right? I saw black mana, so I think cutting Brazen Borrower is fine here. And then Preordain, I guess. I want to keep the baubles because I feel like it's all about getting Delirium. I'll trim another Daze. This is a wild hand. Whoa. Wasn't expecting that. Would it be insane to get Basic Island here? Yes, because I cited it out. Alright, if they somehow can't descend next turn as well, I can Bowmaster this. That seems unlikely. Yeah, here we go. This would make sense why they only have 3 volcanic islands now, though. kind of a different deck. I like how threat dense this hand is. I think if they had Wasteland, they would have done it. Oh, shit, never mind. Going after the red. Yes, I would like to reveal Lightning Bolt. No, I cannot cast it. Let's get more pressure on board. Petty Theft my Delver. Okay. Really doing the tempo game. Brainstorm. Well, I hope they don't find another Wasteland. Or land Bowmasters. Shit. This could be a lot worse, honestly. Ah, shit. Well, there goes my next land, too. I mean, this is results-oriented thinking, but if my opponent's going to be this good at having this many wastelands, maybe I do want basic island. Preordain. Oh, just chilling. Okay. Well, so I need land and red blast now. I think that's it, right? Or no, I got one more turn. Try and put those two cards exactly together. I can't beat Daze. Okay. Weird game. Felt like I was ahead for a second, and then Wasteland strikes. Yeah, Force of Will doesn't seem that great. I think I'd rather have Daze. If we're gonna play this like really fast and furious low resource kind of game, can trim Preordain too. They haven't showed me Bowmasters yet, but I'm almost certain they have them. Yep. This beats up on pretty much all of their threats unless they can somehow get Delirium super fast. Yep. I mean, I hope this is good. Because right now it feels like... Oh wow, that worked. Right now it does not feel good to have this many lands in hand. Hopefully they'll start wastelanding me. A lot. Oh, come on. Now you don't have wasteland? I'm not going to bobble this trigger. It's too valuable as a removal spell. Okay, Brainstorm is pretty darn good when you have this many lands in hand. And I think they probably would have wastelanded last turn, right? Unless they really needed that selection. Okay, that resolved. Cool. Yeah, I think I can just put a couple lands back, right? think I'm doing a pretty good job at signaling I don't have bowmasters. I try to let those resolve as quickly as possible so they don't suspect a single thing. There's Stalker. I'm gonna go after that and hope they don't have days. Nice. Uh-oh. Stifle? Bolt. Okay, I'm fine with that. We've been trading quite effectively right now. Start with a ponder. I think this is good. Okay, we can waste all 3 of their lands over the course of 3 turns, I guess. Put a ponder on top. Flip this Delver. Waste that C. Is Wasteland the best spell in Legacy? It kind of feels that way. Okay, Murktide Regent. We might get them to a spot where it's a bit of a stare down. We could play our own Murktide, that'd be pretty darn good. Especially since it would be a 7/7 to their 6/6. Alright, unfortunately, we're not really drawing too live. I mean, the Wasteland could be really good. Pyroblast, that's really good. See if they want to race. Okay. There goes the last land. There's a volcanic island on top of the deck, unfortunately. If they ever brainstorm, I can get this Orc army to be a 6/6. Alright, we'll see who draws out of this first, I guess. Well, so far, a little scary. Show me Pyroblast. Lightning Bolt. That's also pretty good. Brainstorm. Bowmaster. Alright. Fast and Furious Mirror, except they had Stalactite Stalker and I had, I don't know. They didn't even cast a single Bowmasters. That was probably pretty instrumental in our win. Oh, the new Beyonce just dropped. There's a cover of Blackbird on it. Hopefully the Buffalo Springfield one, right? Oh wait, no, that's Bluebird, sorry. A Beatles cover, huh? So people had heard that she was like working on something, but I think this is still kind of a surprise. Winning the die roll is pretty important when you're playing Delver. We'll be throwing this back. Okay, this is better, I think. I feel like it's important to have some top range. Sorry, 1 second. Okay. Had to deal with some band stuff for a second there. Yeah, I'm in a band. It's pretty cool. Force of Will. I have a daze, so I think I'm going to try and do a little better than that. And I'm going to get Basic Island here. Just make sure I'm set up. Yep. This all looks good to me. We'll reevaluate if I even want Wasteland, though. I might not. Oh, I'm getting it anyways. I forgot about my bobble trigger. I'm not used to these things. Marsh Flats. Basic Swamp. Thought sees me. Daze that. Alright, please don't Bowmasters me. But I guess that would let me Bowmaster your Bowmaster. Okay, Wasteland doesn't seem like it'll be too effective here. Grief, pitching Orcish Bowmasters. That's really interesting. I guess they're just playing around another daze. So I'm guessing they have another Bowmaster in hand. And I'm thinking they'll take Murktide Regent. Unless they have like an Edict. Okay, yeah. Yep. I know what's going on here. Not a bad draw. Turns on red cards. See how deep this Bowmaster Mirror goes. Hopefully they try and grief me again. Having the 3-2 body on the field is pretty annoying, but also having that ETB miss, it's a beautiful thing. Opposition agent. Okay. Red cards are off. Painful. Might as well play this out. So what am I looking for now? Brazen Borrower? Yeah, it's like Brazen Borrower or nothing. Orcish Bowmasters can ambush, I guess. Man, everyone's playing Stalactite Stalker today. Is this card that good? Basic Island is really screwing us here. I'll admit that. Let's go to the next game. This is just going to be a slog. Not good for the mental. Alright. Yeah, none of these cards really apply, do they? I mean, they'll probably have some reanimation package, so I guess I could bring in Grafdigger's Cage. That feels like it. And even that, like, they didn't show us anything. But come on, you know they have it. Delver seems pretty bad. It seems like really important to not have your threats die to Bowmaster ETBs. I guess for that reason I'll trade a Preordain for a Delver. It's possible they're also playing Wasteland. Last time I lost when I mulliganed, but this is just not a good hand. Okay, that's better. I think I'm gonna lose the Preordain. Man, the lag is bad. I'm gonna shoot for Delirium here. Huh. Well, missing on land is pretty bad. But maybe I just want Force of Will. And another DRC. What could this be? Probably should have like anticipated this and put a put that Force on top. Alright, see if these can get the job done. They might have a hard time removing them. And then if I can like bolt twice, that should do some real damage. Oh god. See what they go after here. They're gonna wait. Hopefully we can use that to our advantage. Okay. So there's a Force on top. That's not a unique type. Shoot. Well, we can try again next turn, I guess. I wish I had a blue card for this force. I think they missed on land drop too. Sure. Now they'll probably exile these two creatures, I'm thinking. Yeah. Smart. Very smart. Ugh. Might just come up a little short here. Oh no. There's no way I can get Delirium, right? No. Probably need to save this bolt for face. I think that's the only way we can win now. Daze right on time. As always. I really need a black source. And if I can swoop in... Yeah, there's a way this can work. But they kind of need to have nothing. If this Daze lines up, it would be nice, but more likely I'm just gonna Force of Will. If my life total gets low enough too, like... I might need to bolt this Plague Engineer, because crewing the hearse is a problem. Alright, let's see what we can hit here. Cursed. Frickin' cursed. I wonder if I was supposed to side those out. I mean, they could have had this easily could have been Urza's Saga deck. They're at 6. I don't even know if they have Reanimate anymore. I don't know what this deck is, really. Might just be mono black cards. This thing's crashing for 10. Alright, well, you know, we could still top deck a Lightning Bolt. We've only seen one. We've barely seen cantrips. If we hit Brainstorm, we could Brainstorm into land and Oh, this is just lethal. Dang. Okay, that would not have really helped. It would have helped a long time ago. Okay. I'm going to take a quick break. Alright, here we go. Match number 3. I see a 1-drop threat and some follow-up. 2 lands, 5 spells. Seems like a pretty solid spread. A solid spread indeed. Opponent taking a mulligan. Down to 5. Now I'm kind of wishing I had some counter magic. But what can be better than just presenting a super pushed threat with some mana denial on top of it? And depending on what my opponent's doing, it might be right to bolt face. I wonder if this is show and tell. Sneak and show. Bobble. Okay, we can gather information this way. This is really strong. Bin that. Lotus Petal. Okay, I am kind of getting sneak and show vibes here. I don't know how I get Delirium right now. Oh, I guess I should also clarify. The reason why I binned that Daze is because then my opponent might think I already have one in hand. Which is true for this Wasteland. So if I play this Wasteland afterwards, it might confirm to them that I have a Bolt. I mean a Daze. When really I'm just bluffing. I can get Delirium right now. So I guess I should. I could bin this Preordain off the Surveil and then play a Delver as well. That seems pretty good. Play out Wasteland. Or wait, no, because I want to play Delver, right? There we go, we have Delirium. And you best believe I have a Daze. If we spike Force of Will, or I guess I would have to crack the bubble right now and give up on more info. So I don't know if that's really worth it. Ooh, Meticulous Archive. So they shuffle away Lotus Petal, so I might as well crack this bobble anyways. They put a card on top. What do they want? A Brainstorm? Sure. Alright, so we'll draw Murktide and one other thing. It is Force. Holy shit. I am feeling good. Stoneforge? I think that's fine. Shuko. Okay, so we're up against Cephalid Breakfast. Wasteland there. Wonder if that means they already have Cauldra in hand. I can race Cauldra. So if they crack a fetch land, and I can flip these Delvers, I'll have lethal next turn with force backup. But they do need to crack a fetch land. They shuffle. There's the fetch land. Okay, it's happening. Probably force just about anything here. Would I force Shuko though? I think so. Just give me more looks. Bennett. And I do this to beat Daze, I guess. Gotta beat Daze. Brainstorm put on top. Okay. As far as I know, I don't think there's anything they can do to stop this. They would have had to force the lightning bolt, which probably would have felt really bad. Turn 4, win with Delver. Feels incredible. So this is a Saga deck. When I'm on Grixis control, I don't really like bringing in Meltdown, but I just have more ways to deal with Saga in that deck. So it might be more necessary. Red Blast is like pretty good, but it doesn't deal with Stoneforge Mystic. Grafdigger's Cage shuts down their combo. Kind of, unless they have Oracle in hand. So, but also shuts off like Cabal Therapy. Maybe I'll take one. And they're definitely going to play around Daze, so yeah, this seems like pretty chill. If they have like Orm's Chant, Flusterstorm is not bad. They didn't show me any black mana. Trim a Bobble. Seems good to me. We have a removal spell via Orcish Bowmasters, Flusterstorm, to beat Dread Return, and of course, DRC, the most important card. I think I'm supposed to not Wasteland yet. I think it's more important to start pushing damage. I feel like every turn after turn 1 that Delver's not dealing damage is, you're losing. Okay, that's a pretty good target for Wasteland, I think. Sure. So we probably just play DRC and Wasteland Urza Saga. Make sure this doesn't get dazed. Alright. Solid turn. Hopefully. They have another one. Not very uncommon for Saga decks to have multiples. Okay, so I think the easiest way to push damage here is casting Orcish Bowmasters. And also make sure I don't just die next turn. Can't beat Daze or Force of Will if they have Cephalid in hand. So far so good. Nowhere near Delirium, unfortunately. But if one of their last cards is a land, then like they only have 2 other cards. Or 3 other after this draw step. I'm guessing they have a land. Yeah, so they can make constructs. I don't think they want to trade them for my Bowmasters, though. Land is not bad. I think I bin that, right? Or this does cut off their route to Shuko, I guess. That's hard, though. I think I'd rather be pushing damage than controlling what they do. That could have been entirely wrong, though. Force of will. That's what I'm in for. Two pieces of interaction is what we're looking for here. And yeah, if they want to trade a construct for either of these creatures, that's fine with me. But I want to keep Bowmasters around because, you know, they might have cantrip or something. Okay. So we can lightning bolt that. Keep pushing damage. I think we can do better than Bowmasters. Slamming for 5 a turn. Feels pretty good. And we're even on cards in hand, which is also pretty cool. Okay, either they don't have the combo or they don't feel like it's time to try and jam for it. Land is bad draw. Do I just need to preordain now? I feel like it's pretty likely I'll hit a blue card. Or not. I think Pyroblast is fine though. Go top top. Yeah, Flusterstorm intrinsically beats Daze. That might have been a mistake letting that resolve, but I think I'd rather hold what interaction I have for the combo. Okay, they're at 4. There's step through. They're going for it. If they have Orm's Chant, I think we can still beat this. But if they have Force on top of everything, like, I just need them to not have a Force check, basically. It doesn't seem like it, because they would have cast Orm's Chant first. Tempoing out Cephalid Breakfast. This is already going a lot better than I thought it would. Got a special treat for y'all here. Up against the Mad Punishing Waterfalls, who's probably going to put me on Grixis control, because every time we've ever played against each other in the past, I've been on Grixis control. So this could be a little bit of a surprise to see a Delver of Secrets there. Ooh, Hardened Scales. But yeah, Matt is known for just the coolest frickin' decks you've ever seen. Let's try and fix this hand up a little bit. Okay, Daze could be pretty good. Probably don't need yet another land, but I'd prefer it to be one that can shuffle. Let's try and flip this thing. No luck. DRC is pretty good though. And Wasteland, this is probably a Saga deck too. So yeah, I guess we'll go like that. I don't know if that's wrong, but I mean, I could flip Delver. That is something I could do. Try and daze that Zabaz. Okay, they're working with a one-lander over there. That really makes me want to aggressively brainstorm right now. Alright. Let's play this DRC. This is a good amount of pressure. Feeling pretty good about this. Basilisk Collar. That is not good. That is one hell of a combo with, you know, Walking Ballista. Ay, ay, ay. Try and fix this hand for the second time. Yeah, I need Delirium right now. Okay, this is good. I'll hang on to one Wasteland, though. I want to make sure I can deal with whatever is going on over here. And if that means having to cast Petty Theft, then I'll do that. Okay, Meltdown, sure. Price of Progress, probably not. Even though this will likely come down to a race. They'll probably be dealing damage to me too, so this might result in a draw. I could just bring in those two Meltdowns and cut 2 Dazes on the draw. Try that. We can reevaluate if there's a game 3. Throw that one back. That's better. Got my Nut Draw. And Bowmasters is a legit removal spell for a lot of cards in this deck. So I guess I'm putting Delver back, which feels really weird. But I think... Or we could just kind of count on hitting a land. That's really fucking greedy. Saga. Zabaz. So if we can snipe this Zabaz, that'd be pretty sweet. Force of Will. Alright, so we're looking for a land right now. Murktide, put it in the yard. What are they drawing? Pendelhaven. Well, can't Bowmaster this Zabaz anymore. Daze. See if they have a soul land here. They do. So I can Bowmaster this Zabaz, provided I hit a land here. I had a feeling I would. Just saw a lot of cards, you know. They can modular onto their construct. They'll take 2, which is not bad. Now, unfortunately, they can get like Shadow Spear. Basilisk Collar they showed us in game 1. So without Meltdown, this is going to be pretty difficult. The good news is that our Ponder is looking at least 4 cards with DRC around. And there's also the possibility that it's in their hand. Oh, they get another Zabaz. That is interesting. There's probably a combo here. Mox Opal, yep. That's fine. Okay, we really need Meltdown. More than anything right now. I will take Brazen Borrower, though. And then Brainstorm next turn. Dismember. I don't think Daze is ever going to catch him. I think I should play Delver. I'll chump with Bowmasters this turn. Okay, I'm glad I played Delver. The One Ring. I guess that kind of makes sense. Kind of wish I had my Bowmasters still at this point. Alright. Murktide Regent. Likely will not beat this construct in combat. So I think we're still going to try and search for the what's it called? Meltdown. Hardened scales. Yikes. Yikes. Alright, this puts me to 3. Or 4, sorry. And yeah, they probably don't want to tap that Ancient Tomb. Yeah, I guess I want that Murktide Regent now. Oh shit, but did I put that on top or Force of Will? Okay, never mind. Can't take that risk. Days. Okay. That became a race way faster than I thought it would be. Okay, so bring back Days. Price of Progress is interesting. But yeah, I just don't think it's right. What do I want to cut here? 1 Force. Their marquee card is Urza's Saga anyways, so yeah, Force does not seem that good. Compared to everything else. Painful. That's better. I think this is a pretty good 6. What do I put back? Probably Bowmasters? Bowmasters or Brainstorm? Or Delver? I could put back Delver. Delver experts will have to let me know what the best move is here. But I think I'm going to go Bowmasters. Hopefully that's not just a screaming error. Okay, a little bit of reverse psychology, like I talked about in the last round. Patchwork Automaton. Okay, well, I'm really hoping to daze that, because that is one racy card. I mean, it's a card that races. Delver, sure. Ancient Tomb. I will daze that and put a Wasteland on top. It's classic Delver gaming here. Wish I had Delirium. But I am pushing damage. Can't say I'm not pushing damage. Saga. Pithing Needle. Naming what? Polluted Delta? Scalding Tarn. Wasteland. That makes more sense. Okay, another daze. So if I can daze anything and get a Surveil trigger, that would be nice. And I definitely want to aggressively flip this Delver too. Yeah, keep that on top. Just gotta get over the line here. I'll force anything that moves. Springleaf Drum. Another Saga. That's scary. Hangerback Walker, definitely not. Please don't have Veil of Summer. Lightning Bolt, keep on top. Basilisk Collar. If I can get Delirium off this bolt, that's lethal. Show it to me. Damn it. Bin it. Hopefully this is good enough. Delver players, tell me if that was loose as hell. Shooting for lethal like that. 3 card types. It felt like pretty close. Two cards in hand. If they have Walking Ballista, I don't know if they can gain enough life to make it happen. They can make a construct, tap that construct for mana. Yeah, I said force wasn't that great when I was sideboarding, but we'd have been totally screwed if that Hangerback Walker came down. And I feel like almost any spell would probably give us Delirium at this point. Then again, we could also draw, like, we have a lot of bad draws, like Force of Will, Orcish Bowmasters, Murktide Regent. A lot can go wrong from here. I just kind of really need this to be good enough. Sweet. It looks like it was good enough. Alright, positive record. See if we can finish this out with a solid 4-1. We're up against Jesus Mtg, who's been on the channel a few times. And has a wide range. But usually they're like 4 or 5 color control things, and Wasteland is pretty good against that. Starting with Savannah, that's interesting. Okay, I think I'd rather attack blue mana for sure. My best draw is definitely a 1-drop threat. Another Bolt. I'm going to try and look like Grixis control for a little bit. Daze is nice. And we got a threat after that. this card. Alright, that's worth a force to them. Don't mind that. So now if I wasteland them, well then I'd have to draw a land. I think that's just better than the alternative. Yeah, I needed... Oh yeah, they don't have a land drop. They probably have swords though, so... that part is not as great. But we're definitely going to start firing bolts upstairs. Yeah, there's no way they don't have swords. Murktide Regent. I guess I'd rather have them swords bowmasters, right? Next turn make a 7/7 Murktide. Seems pretty good. Okay, that just resolved. Yep. Not surprised. Ugh. Rough. Just need one Kraken with this thing. And then that bolt is lethal. But they might have another swords. I think they would have done it by now. Another Murktide. Yo, we're going to damage. Okay. Okay, they're forcing that. Pitching a Leyline of the Guild Pact. So it's that kind of deck. Alright. This could go wrong. But we have 2 lethal threats. And if we draw Bowmasters, we can ping for the win too. Okay, cool. That was definitely the most free win we've seen in this league so far. Winning on the back of Wasteland is pretty cool. Seems like Price of Progress was made for this matchup. And then Blue and Red Blast seem good. If they're going to Leyline, all their permanents that are not lands will be susceptible to Red and Blue Blast. Days out on the draw because I'm a Delver noob. I assume I'll get better at figuring out the right balance later. I don't think they're on Wasteland. Let's cut Island. Maybe it's just another Bauble, actually. Well, I like the velocity of Bauble. Okay. Here, maybe Molten Collapse is no good. Well, they showed me Murktide Regent too. Sign of Draco. Yeah, how do I deal with a Sign of Draco? Almost impossible when they have Leyline. So I gotta look out for that. Similar hand to last time. I think it's pretty good. I have a threat. I have some good selection too. And I probably just want to blow up that Leyline. So they don't get Scion super fast. Holding up Island. Just playing around Stifle, I'm guessing. Red Blast on top. Okay, that just worked. And they're drawing a Red Blast, which I can pretty easily play around. It's important to start dealing damage, so I'm gonna play a Bowmasters before wastelanding. Tundra. I think that's the one I'm going after. Yep. That's a good exchange for us. Leaves us with a threat. Now if I waste them off red though, I just don't care about that Red Blast. I don't think I need to worry about it. Okay, white mana back online, unfortunately. Up the beanstalk. Bowmasters. Steal some damage. Ugh. That's tough. Alright. See if they Red Blast this. No. Okay. Lightning Bolt is so interesting. I think I will take it. But I think it's... I'm not going to say it's too late for... Wasteland, but it doesn't feel as effective right now. I'd rather just look for more damage. Like, what if I found Price of Progress? Force of Will. Well, I guess I should play that land out then. Sword's my Bowmaster. Okay. So they have Red Blast and one unknown. A Pitchcast Force would put them in range of army attack plus Bolt. They're representing Hardcast Force, however. There's Price. I mean... should I go for it? We know one of their cards is Blue Blast, so... let's go. I mean Red Blast. Let's do this before they draw. Alright. Sweet. Feels good. So, we dropped pretty hard to this, what was this, like a mono black stompy deck? And I'm willing to chalk that up to an experience in the matchup. Well, we took a mulligan, I see, so that already makes me feel like probably didn't run as hot as we could have. I dazed a Thoughtseize. Oh, whatever. Y'all can review this footage on your own, and I'm sure I will too when I edit this. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. Maybe there will be more Grixis Delver in the future. It's very different than Grixis Control, and I'm not pivoting onto Grixis Delver or anything, but I thought this would be fun to just see the world of Grixis. The other deck I'm really interested in recording is like Grixis Tezzerator, because I've never really done like an artifact video on the channel. So, and I know it's like extremely unmeta and not really out there, but if anyone knows of a Grixis Tezzerator list, let me know, and I'll make a video. Alright, y'all. Catch you later.